Morning Show every weekday at 11, right here on Channel 11.
Now, Channel 11 News. Coverage you can count on.
Right now, Pittsburgh police are investigating a shooting that sent a teenage girl to the hospital.
It happened in the city's Ferrywood neighborhood.
Channel 11's Liz Kilmer just spoke with the girl's family on West Prospect Avenue and is now live at police headquarters with the latest for us. Liz?
Hey, good afternoon, guys. Yeah, police here are investigating. Meantime, we're told that girl fortunately is expected to be okay. I spoke with her family. They told me that she was in surgery, and they added that this is especially hard considering they recently lost another loved one to a shooting violence. Now, let's show you exactly where this happened. The most recent incident just before 1 this morning on West Prospect Avenue in Ferrywood. Family members did not want to talk on camera, but they did tell us that the girl was standing outside her home with a group when someone drove by and shot. Now, police say she was shot in the leg. She was taken to the hospital and listed in stable condition. We did speak with neighbors who heard shots, and we did speak with a man who actually ran out and took her to the hospital.
I heard 4 shots, and then I heard the screaming. This time I said, somebody shot this time.
I just tried to get her to the car, take her to the hospital.
And those folks there just saying enough is enough. The family tells me that that girl's brother was recently killed in a shooting. We'll have more on that in a report at 5. Live from Pittsburgh Police Headquarters, I'm Liz Kilmer, Channel 11 News.
Fire engulfed a home in Lawrence County and spread very quickly toward other homes. Take a look here. Firefighters were called shortly before 11 o'clock last night to the corner of Chestnut and Pine Streets in Newcastle. The fire destroyed the vacant home and spread to 2 neighboring homes. A family with 3 children were inside one of them. They woke up to knocks on the door and shouting. Luckily, they were able to get out, and they are okay.
A tram outage at Pittsburgh International Airport slowed passengers down. The tram was down for about an hour, but it created a big backlog for people trying to leave the airport. Channel 11's Mike Holden spoke with passengers and is live at the airport with what went wrong. Mike?
Peggy, good afternoon to you. Annoying, dangerous, exhausting. That's just a couple of ways people stuck in the middle of this described it when the tram went down last night. Fast forward to this afternoon hour, it is back up and running, and many people we spoke with out here at Pittsburgh International say they are breathing a major sigh of relief. But look right here, brand new this afternoon. This viewer video captures the hundreds of people walking shoulder to shoulder at the airport last night. Passengers filled the hallway as they squeezed into a tunnel carrying their luggage. They were forced to walk after the tram system went down, creating this massive backlog just before midnight. Some folks reported being stranded for more than an hour and questioned why Pittsburgh International did not have a better plan. Airport officials confirmed both trains on the system were out of service. The airport told Channel 11 regularly scheduled maintenance shut down the south train, and the north train just stopped working unexpectedly. Officials believe it was likely some sort of mechanical or even perhaps an electrical problem. Travelers are relieved it did not happen during peak travel time today.
It is concerning. I mean, I don't know how often it does happen, and if it happens a lot, that is a problem. But I've never heard of it happening before.
So that's the good news. Now airport staff and firefighters were on hand helping people get through this situation. If they weren't able to walk, they were transported by bus. But that's not the end of this story. Coming up on Channel 11 News at 5, a deep dive into the impact as well as more from that woman. And plus, we're asking the airport if they have a future plan in place if this were to occur again. Reporting live this afternoon from Pittsburgh International Airport, Mike Holden, Channel 11 News.
Temperatures are warming up, and you're going to start feeling the humidity again.
Yeah, the heat is on. Meteorologist Danielle Dozier is tracking changes for the weekend. Danielle.
Yeah, so there are a couple of you out there that like it to be summer weather.
That would be me.
He does.
We've got great news for you in this forecast. Take a live look outside. We do have that sunshine out there, and we're going to continue with that mostly sunny sky as the day wears on. Temperatures are heating up fast, and they started that, of course, when the sun came up this morning. 24-hour temperature change, running 2 degrees warmer in Pittsburgh than this time yesterday, running 6 degrees warmer in Washington and 4 degrees warmer up in Beaver. Here's where they stand. Upper 70s already at 80 degrees in Washington, 80 degrees in Beaver, 79 in Greensburg. It is a comfortable day today. Our dew point right now in the middle 50s. But yes, as they said, this is going to be going up. The humidity will be increasing as we head into the weekend. I put together a graphic that's going to show you the humidity levels as we head into your weekend. Plus, some of us could see a few raindrops in the coming days. I'll highlight that as well coming up.
A grandma from Indiana County is facing charges after police say a 1-year-old used her vape pen. State police say 38-year-old Leanne Goss was watching her grandson at a home in White Township when it happened. Police think the child got the vape pen out of a nightstand and somehow ingested its contents. Goss called 911 when medics got to the home. They said the child was showing signs of being under the influence of THC. She's facing child endangerment charges. And police in McKeesport need your help finding this man. Take a good look at your screen this afternoon. Charles Surratt. And he was last seen at his home on Sumac Street early yesterday. McKeesport police believe he could be in danger. We're told Surratt moved to the area about 4 months ago. If you see him, call McKeesport Police or dial 911.
We've learned new information about the suspect accused of crashing into 2 houses in Canton Township, Washington County. Police say they tried to pull the driver over. He was in a truck yesterday because he didn't have a license plate, but he took off. Since then, we got the suspect's mugshot. You see him right there on the screen. His name is Akili Sutton.
I heard a noise. We didn't know what it was, but then all the lights was out. So, seeing all these flashing lights outside.
Yeah. Police say the truck was stolen. Sutton was taken to the hospital and is now facing charges. There is a post going around social media claiming an ICE agent is looking for illegal immigrants at Pittsburgh businesses.
There are a lot of questions surrounding the post, including whether it's true. Channel 11's Michelle Newell spoke with a local activist who says it starts with a simple question in Spanish.
I'd say, yeah, over 10, you know, like at least like over a dozen complaints that came in.
That's how many complaints local Muslim activist Wasi Muhammad says have come in from people who say they've been profiled by people acting as alleged ICE agents.
The conversation starts with, do you know where the bathroom is in Spanish? And if somebody's able to respond, then the follow-up questions are about where you're from and what is your citizenship status.
It's a similar experience that Muhammad says happened to an African-American woman earlier this week at the Whole Foods in East Liberty. Muhammad says a man dressed in street clothes approached the woman, asking her where the bathroom was in Spanish.
And what she told me is that she tried to get away from the situation quickly because of the anxiety she was feeling from being approached like that.
Muhammad says the woman took a picture of the man.
She went back and saw him interacting with more people, doing the same bit, took a picture, sent that picture over, and the local activist recognized that person as a local ICE agent, you know, has been working in the community and doing these things.
Channel 11 received this statement from the public affairs officer of the U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement about the situation. It reads, ICE does not conduct sweeps or raids that target aliens indiscriminately. ICE conducts targeted immigration enforcement and compliance with federal law and agency policy. All enforcement activities are conducted with the same level of professionalism and respect that ICE officers exhibit every day. I'm Michelle Newell for Channel 11 News.
Well, more details now. Pittsburgh is not officially a sanctuary city, but it does refer to itself as a welcoming city. The city prides itself of making sure immigrants are helped along a path to citizenship.
It would end. But to hear him say guilty is, yeah, it's the best.
20 years, that's how long it took to get a guilty plea from this man. In 1999, Timothy Nelson Jr. kidnapped and sexually abused a 10-year-old girl from Somerset County. Earlier this year, Nelson was finally arrested, but for an unrelated crime. When investigators ran his prints, they matched a set found on a bag involved in that Somerset case from 1999. Yesterday, Nelson accepted a deal that will keep him in prison for 30 years. More than a dozen U.S. Marines are being accused of a wide range of illegal activities, including drug-related offenses and human smuggling. 16 Marines were arrested at Camp Pendleton in Southern California. Their arrests come after a human smuggling investigation from earlier this month, in which 2 Marines were arrested and accused of transporting undocumented immigrants along the U.S.-Mexico border.
A Butler County man has been charged with setting a home on fire. State police told us this morning they arrested John Manuel in connection with the fire on Oneida Valley Road in Concord Township. The Chicora man is facing several charges, including arson. Last month's fire caused about $40,000 in damage. And you're looking at all that's left of a warehouse that covers an entire city block near Cincinnati. Just take a good look here. Just completely destroyed. The fire ripped through the building yesterday morning. Smoke could be seen for miles. Officials say most of the building was vacant, but parts were used to store cardboard and plastic. Neighbors reported seeing two people leaving the building moments before the fire.
A project impacting thousands of bus and T riders is set to get underway tonight. The Port Authority is replacing part of the T-track between South Hills Junction and the Mount Washington Transit Tunnel. Starting tonight, you can expect significant delays throughout the T system and affected bus routes.
It doesn't bother me. I think it's important if they have to work on the system to keep it safe.
The project includes two phases. Phase 1 begins 7 o'clock tonight, ends August 11th. Phase 2 work gets underway August 12th, ending August 22nd. Meantime, the Port Authority has started installing display screens to help T passengers know when the next cars will arrive. Riders heading to and from the Allegheny, Northside, and Gateway stations will already see the digital displays with real-time information, and more will soon be installed at rail and busway stations.
It's opening weekend of Steelers training camp. Later today, the players' first practice, and all the talk, of course, is about the players that are no longer on the team. Antonio Brown and Le'Veon Bell. Big Ben says he's excited about getting on the field to play some real football with the team.
And just in the last few years that we did, it was pretty special. So it's going to be hard to make up for that. You know, I'm going to do my best to still bring my A game, and I know that we've got other guys on this team that are ready to step up and, you know, bring everything they can to the table.
Looking forward to it with the Channel 11 sports team is at St. Vincent College, and look for more from Big Ben tonight on Channel 11 News starting at 5 o'clock.
She's really brave. She's probably the strongest girl I know.
Only on 11, a brother talks to us about his sister who went from training for a marathon to lying in a hospital bed.
A local police officer is on the wrong side of the law. The information officials say he was looking at that has him in trouble this morning.
And electric scooters are becoming more popular. The hurdle standing in the way before they come to Pittsburgh.
And I'm tracking which day over the weekend is going to bring more humidity. Plus, I'm walking you through when some of you may need your umbrella.
You're streaming WPXI now. Channel 11 expands its streaming live newscasts. When other stations are national, Channel 11 News is local, right here at 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. on WPXI Now.
Lymphoma Society for Light the Night. This special event helps fund life-saving cancer research and treatments.
Walk with us at Heinz Field on October 17th.
Visit WPXI.com/Light the Night.
When we walk, cancer runs.
Channel 11 News 11 at 11. 11 minutes of news and weather before the first commercial.
The first thing she asked was when she could start running again.
A woman training for a marathon hit by a car at 7 in the morning. Only Channel 11 spoke with her brother. We learned it could be a while before she's back on her feet. Caroline Toplak was running before work last week in Hopewell when she was hit by that car. The car hit her, then a tree. Toplak's already had several surgeries, but her family says she is not dwelling on her injuries.
To get back to doing what she loves, just coming back stronger and better than ever and crushing as many marathons as she can.
Police tell Channel 11 no charges have been filed, but they are still investigating.
A Ross Township police officer is under fire. The state attorney general's office says he's accessed his chief's computer files. Channel 11's Renee Wallace learned the investigation started back in January and the charges were just filed this week.
Felony charges against Ross Township Police Officer Mark Sullivan for computer crimes while on the job were filed Monday. Channel 11 News has learned Ross Township Police asked the Pennsylvania Office of the Attorney General to look into an internal and possibly criminal matter against one of their own back in January. That's when Officer Sullivan, an 8-year veteran with the department, was removed from duty and placed on paid leave. According to investigators, Sullivan used a work computer to access internal documents meant only for the eyes of the police chief Joseph Lay and Lieutenant Matthew Grubb. Files containing job performance tracking documents, discussion of officers being removed from the police association, and a disciplinary matter involving a patrol officer. When confronted with the evidence against him, investigators said Sullivan was nervous and told police he was freaking out because he was afraid he was in trouble because he heard the computers had been pulled. Sullivan began to tell the lieutenant that he had been on the server looking for a lost search warrant that he had written. No one at headquarters would go on camera, but officials there told Channel 11 the breach did not threaten public safety. It should be noted, they said, the files accessed were internal department-related files. There were neither issues in regards to the safety of the public nor any past or ongoing criminal investigations. Renee Wallace for Channel 11 News.
The latest now in the Equifax settlement and how you can find out if you are eligible for a refund. We told you earlier this week Equifax will pay $425 million to people whose personal data was compromised in a data breach 2 years ago. The minimum payout is $125. You can find out if your information was compromised and how much money you're owed by checking the company's website.
The owner of an alligator that got loose in Beachview will stand trial. Mark McGowan is accused of neglecting dozens of animals in his home. His attorney says he did his best to take care of the animals.
I mean, he misses Chomp. That was his buddy. He took care of Chomp like it was, you know, a family member.
Investigators say they found dozens of exotic animals in poor condition. Some had even died. McGowan is charged with animal cruelty and neglect.
Your severe weather Team 11 forecast.
Well, good afternoon. I'm meteorologist Danielle Dozier. If you are headed out to Steelers training camp this afternoon, the temperature will be at 83 degrees right around that time, and we are going to have plenty of sunshine. Highs today will get up to 84 degrees. We'll have 82 in Washington, 82 in Butler, and 83 in Beaver. So we are in for a warm day today. As we take a look at our weather pattern, we've got high pressure that is off to the east, and that high pressure will continue that direction. Around high pressure, we have a clockwise wind flow, so that's going to be bringing in the wind from the southeast today, which is a warming wind, so hence the warmer weather that we have compared to the last couple of days. You'll notice the text as well. I'm tracking a slight chance for an isolated shower or thunderstorm this afternoon with the heating of the day. So that's going to be mainly, though, in the ridges, as you just saw a couple of green blips, as well as our far southern counties down across western Maryland, as well as West Virginia. So if you're down around Morgantown or Monongalia County, you'll have that chance for a shower or storm today. Aside from that, the rest of us stay dry, and anything that does develop in those areas I showed you today Saturday will go away with the lack of the daytime heating. So once the sun goes down, we'll see those chances go away. Here's a look at our humidity forecast over the next couple of days. Yes, the humidity is climbing. We've been tracking this for a couple of days now, but definitely by Sunday and then especially into Monday, you're going to notice it even more. So as the weekend wears on, that's because our dew point numbers are coming up into the mid-60s. That's actually going to help prevent the overnight lows from dropping as fast as well when you get that moisture. 63 degrees tonight under a mostly clear sky. We're going to have a calm wind. It's been beautiful out there the last couple of mornings. We've had that gorgeous waning crescent moon in the sky to stare at. And definitely looking at a pretty nice morning tomorrow as well. Speaking of, here are your temperatures when you head out the door. So tonight into tomorrow morning, 61 degrees Butler, 62 Beaver, 63 here, 60 out in Washington. If you're doing a little golfing on Saturday, it's going to look fantastic for the most part, but we are going to be tracking a chance for an isolated shower or thunderstorm. You can see here 84 degrees, and we'll have a mix of sun and clouds, but again, in between hours could be dealing with a couple of those, and I'll show you in just a second. Actually, coming up in the next half hour, I'm going to walk you through our storm tracker maps for the weekend. High temperatures tomorrow, 85 degrees here in Pittsburgh, 84 in Washington, 85 in Uniontown. Here's my 5-day forecast with your weekend always in view. 87 Sunday, 88 Monday, so summer is returning, and yes, the overnight lows, that's a product of the high humidity coming in here, only falling into the mid to upper 60s, so we're saying goodbye to the string of 50s. Tuesday of next week, scattered showers and storms as a cold front comes in. This is looking really likely, guys. We've had this in the forecast for days now, and I did add this in here recently because of the new model data coming in this morning, so we will take a closer look at that coming up, as I said, in the 12:30 half hour.
Well, cities across the country and right here in our area held for ransom.
It's not a question of if, it's a question of when, and it's scary.
11 investigates how much it could be costing you.
You've seen them in big cities. Now electric scooters could be coming to Pittsburgh, the one roadblock that could stop the move.
and traffic updated every 10 minutes on Channel 11 Morning News.
Well, if you've been to a big city recently, you've probably seen electric scooters littering the sidewalks. Now, they could be coming right here to Pittsburgh. The city of Pittsburgh formed the Pittsburgh Mobility Collective. Officials say the PMC pilot will complement and expand access to mass transit services and healthy ride public bike share, and they're hoping to make them available in every neighborhood.
I think it would cut down a lot on, traffic. I think it would cut down a lot on people having a hard time finding a place to park in the garages.
A drive to legalize the uses of electric scooters on roads and sidewalks in Pennsylvania has gained more support. The bill is currently in the House Transportation Committee awaiting a public hearing. An Ohio man is getting an Olympic medal 7 years after competing at the London Games. Congratulations to him. Travel Daglev finished 5th at both the 2012 and 2016 Olympics in heavyweight wrestling. In 2012, he was defeated by a wrestler from Uzbekistan who reportedly failed a drug test. From 2012, he was stripped of his gold medal. Well, Daglev is now a wrestling coach at Ohio State.
A tearful reunion in Washington, D.C. A mother thanked a hero transit officer for comforting her son who has autism.
It really did mean so much.
Her son Andrew was having a bad day right in the middle of the metro station, and his mom says everyone was staring. That's when the officer stepped in. He was able to calm Andrew down and rode the metro with them the entire way home.
It really meant everything in the world to me, because it does really hurt sometimes seeing the stares and the people that look at him.
They just both looked like, they were a little upset, having a little difficulty of a time.
There are a lot of nice people out there. During yesterday's reunion, the mother and son gave the officer a private gift, and the officer gave Andrew a badge.
That's pretty cool. Well, Southwest Airlines grounding planes longer than expected.
These planes grounded, yes, longer than we thought they would be. How it will affect the price for flights into the winter holiday season.
Mostly sunny right now, but some of you will have some rain chances through the weekend. I'm showing you your Saturday forecast when we come back.
Severe Weather Team 11 on Channel 11 News now brings you the 7-day forecast on your screen all the time.
During all of our weather reports, you'll see the forecast for the next 7 days on your screen.
With nearly 70 years of forecasting Pittsburgh weather,
Beginning of a warming trend.
No one has more weather knowledge than Severe Weather Team 11.
Just in time for the morning.
And now you don't have to wait for the 7-day forecast.
Westmoreland County.
Watch Severe Weather Team 11's 7-day forecast on Channel 11 News every day. Johnson and Peggy Finnegan on Channel 11 News at 5.
Well, another sunny day. It's going to be a warm one out there today.
But some of people out there, some of you might see some rain through the weekend. Meteorologist Danielle Dozier shows us what to expect.
Yeah, so I came in this morning and I was looking at all my model data and I was like, oh, wow, there's actually a small, slight, that's what I was trying to say, a chance of rain for part of the weekend. And I don't think it's going to be a washout, but I want to explain what's happening. So we've got this high pressure that's going to be kind of moving around the area. It's going to be down to our south, but what happens is you get this clockwise wind flow around high pressure. That's going to be drawing in a wind out of the southwest to our area, which is a warming wind. So the moisture levels are going to be increasing as we head into the day Saturday. The heat is also going to be building because the southerly wind is a warming wind. So with all of that being said, the heating of the day could actually trigger a couple of spotty showers or an isolated thunderstorm in the afternoon. So I had to include that in the forecast. If you do have any outdoor plans, just keep in mind as the heating of the day wears on, we're talking mid-late afternoon, 3, 4, 5 o'clock or so, could start to see a little bit popping up here and there. Very spotty in coverage the way it looks right now. Of course, you're going to want to check back with our meteorologists over the weekend, and they'll give you updates. Here's a look at 5:30. So you might want to have the umbrella in the back seat just in case you do land under one of these showers or isolated thunderstorms. Aside from that, it's actually going to be a mostly sunny sky, warmer and more humid Saturday. We'll take a closer look at the temperatures for all of the area, and I want to show you a beautiful sunrise picture. We captured it this morning. You don't want to miss it. It'll just definitely make you look twice, I think. Damani knows, he was here with me. Hey, I'll show you that coming up here in just a few minutes.
A giant tree fell on a house on Sycamore Street in Glen Osborne yesterday. It snapped in the backyard and went right through the roof.
I was really upset about the whole situation. I thought I was going to cry, but I didn't. Then I got my self together and I says, oh well, you know, things happen.
No one was hurt, but firefighters say that house could be a total loss.
More help is coming to help flood victims in Plum. This is how things looked during the flash flood earlier this week. According to the Trib, dumpsters and hygiene kits are being brought in. They are available at the municipal building. And there is still a lot of questions about how a toddler fell from the roof of a home in the Hill District. The boy's grandmother told Channel 11 he and his brother unlocked the bathroom window yesterday and got onto the roof. 3-year-old Jaden slipped on some water and fell.
Adrian come running down the steps saying his brother's dead. I'm like, I'm never thinking they're playing the game or something.
Well, Jaden was crying and managed to sit up before paramedics arrived. His injuries are serious, but he's expected to recover.
Southwest Airlines is now the first to take Boeing's 737 MAX out of service until next year, and that could mean fewer planes and higher ticket prices over the holidays. Channel 11's Gordon Lesh has more on the impact.
No airline in the world owns more Boeing 737 MAXs, all of them grounded. Already forced to cancel 20,000 flights this year, Southwest today said it's cutting service to Newark Airport and doesn't expect to fly the MAX until January 5th at the earliest.
We're unhappy that it's taken so long, and we're in the dark, just like you are, on a number of technical matters.
Grounded since March 13th following 2 fatal crashes overseas, no plane has ever been grounded for so long. Southwest had hoped to have 75 MAXs in its fleet by year's end, American 40 and United 30. But if they can't fly it during the winter holidays, that could impact holiday travel.
We're likely to see fewer seats available and higher prices on routes that are less popular but frequently traveled during the holiday season.
The new plane's stacking up in Seattle. Boeing is warning that it could cut production if FAA recertification is delayed into the fall or winter.
This is a bad situation that keeps getting worse for Boeing and for the airlines that fly the MAX.
Boeing tells NBC News the safe return to service of the 737 MAX is our company's top priority.
The advice from travel pros: start looking at fares now for the winter holidays, and if you see a good price, grab it before the prices jump.
A River City pizza worker is charged with breaking in and stealing cash from his workplace. According to our Trib partners, Mohammed Hashmi is accused of using a hammer to break into the Allegheny Township pizzeria. Once inside, police say he and another person stole about $500. Hashmi allegedly told his girlfriend that he stole money to buy food and lottery tickets.
Bill Cosby's insurance company has settled another defamation suit, this time filed by model Janice Dickinson. Dickinson claimed Cosby drugged her and raped her in 1982. She testified along with 6 other accusers in the 2018 trial that led to Cosby's conviction. The amount of the settlement is confidential. Cosby's spokesperson says the case was settled without his approval.
We are learning more about the cause behind a fake presidential seal that was used behind President Donald Trump. The computer-generated image was used during Trump's appearance yesterday in New York. He was speaking at a teen summit for conservative youth. Now, here are the parts that were changed. Take a close look here. The image included a 2-headed eagle, which is the Russian coat of arms. Instead of clutching arrows, the eagle was holding golf clubs in one talon and cash in the other. And part of the seal was written in Spanish, which said, quote, 45 is a puppet. Trump is the 45th president. Well, organizers say the fake seal was found on Google, but the worker did not realize it had been doctored. The organization has apologized and the worker has been fired.
Patients struggling to pay for life-saving medications are telling Congress their stories. Our Jacqueline Fell is in Washington, where a House panel is investigating rising drug costs.
Since the beginning of the year, the House Oversight Committee has been looking into drug prices and asking pharmaceutical companies why prices have risen at 5 times the rate of inflation. The panel heard from patients who depend on prescription drugs and how their lives are impacted when those drugs keep getting more and more expensive. One woman with a chronic autoimmune disease originally had to pay $753 a month for medicine. She was forced to stop taking it when the price rose to $1,100 a month.
I had to make the difficult decision to wean myself off of the drug that had provided me months of relief. It was already expensive for me at $750 a month, and I couldn't afford the 40% price increase.
Companies have raised the prices of more than 3,400 drugs in 2019 alone. The House is expected to unveil new legislation tackling rising prices next month. Legislation is making its way through the Senate that would cap how much someone pays out of pocket for a prescription. The Trump administration has also initiated several efforts to reduce drug prices and the cost of health care overall. In Washington, Jacqueline Fell, Channel 11 News.
Well, there is something happening in Vegas right now that we definitely want to stay in Vegas.
The great grasshopper invasion of 2019. What's bringing the bugs to town?
A new thrill ride is coming to Pennsylvania. When and where the Candy-monium will get rolling.
Meteorologist Stephen Cropper tracking the weather in your neighborhood.
Another big roller coaster is coming to Pennsylvania, this time at Hershey Park. It's called Candemonium, and it's known as the world's sweetest coaster. Does that mean it's gentler? I might go on that one. The coaster will reach 210 feet high, hit speeds of 76 miles per hour. I just answered my own question. No, I'm not going. And is said to be the park's tallest, fastest, and longest coaster. It will open next summer in Hershey's new Chocolate Town area.
Oh, come on, you can go on that. It sounds like it'd be fun. Well, grasshoppers have taken over the Las Vegas Valley. Some are calling it the Great Grasshopper Invasion of 2019. Check it out here. An expert says these are known as palette-winged grasshoppers, a common desert species, but he's only seen large populations like this a handful of times in his 40-year career. Exterminators say they've been getting more calls lately.
They're going to look for shade. Of course, everything in Vegas, including us, is looking for shade. So that's why you'll see them in areas like this. Is perfect right here because we got one flying right into me.
And there are more of them because of the recent rainfall, and they'll likely stick around for a couple of weeks.
Cities across the country and right here in our area have been held for ransom.
It's not a question of if, and it's a question of when. And it's scary.
11 investigates how much it could cost you.
And we've woke up the last couple of mornings with the 50s, but temperatures have been rebounding nicely. I'm going to let you know if it's going to get as cold tonight coming up.
WPXI Now. When a major story breaks, this is where you'll find 24-hour coverage. From the Channel 11 newsroom to our crews live in the field, we'll bring you the information you need right now. WPXI Now. Always on when you want the latest on
in Beaver County.
Not all stations cover the news the same way.
Channel 11 covers news everywhere you live, not just downtown. More local news from more neighborhoods. That's a fact. Channel 11 News at 5, when you want news from where you live.
Well, nowadays, hackers aren't just after your credit card number or your bank account. They're crippling entire cities. In our area, Washington fell victim just a few months ago, and the city still hasn't said if it paid to get its systems back online. Channel 11's Aaron Martin investigates what needs to be done to protect your tax dollars.
It's become clear that no local government is safe when it comes to hackers. In fact, in Atlanta and Baltimore, it's already cost taxpayers millions of dollars just to get their systems back online. Now taxpayers in the city of Washington are waiting to find out how much they're going to have to pay. Has there been any indication that information was lost, was compromised, anything like that?
At that point, I'm not going to comment. We're still under an ongoing investigation.
More than a month after a cyber attack shut down email and phone systems for more than 2 weeks, the city of Washington is staying quiet about the details of the attack and what, if any, ransom was paid to get the system back online. Washington is the latest victim of a cyber attack that's costing taxpayers nationwide thousands and, in some cases, millions of dollars. In a recent study, the online security company Recorded Future tracked 169 ransomware attacks against local governments or school systems from November 2013 to April 2019. The study read in part, quote, while 2018 saw a small resurgence in overall ransomware attacks, there was a sharp jump in ransomware attacks against state and local governments, and that surge seems to be continuing into 2019.
It's not a question of if, and it's a question of when, and it's scary.
Is this a problem you see improving in the near future?
No, I think it's going to get worse.
Howard Stern is a business professor at Carlow University who also worked as the city of Pittsburgh's chief information officer. He believes more governments need to invest in cybersecurity instead of reacting after an attack.
It's hard to sell spending $1 million or several $100,000 on an initiative for something that the taxpayers aren't going to see. So it is a tough sell, and I think it puts them in a difficult spot.
The city of Pittsburgh decided to go on the offensive to protect its system, working with CMU students to hack into their smart traffic light system to find vulnerabilities last year. Innovation and Performance Director Santiago Garces says the city takes IT security seriously and is learning lessons from other governments dealing with difficult and expensive attacks.
The same way that we have to invest in having safe drinking water, and the same way that we have to invest in making sure that our employees are safe when they're at work, this just becomes part of the cost of doing business.
It's unclear how much of that cost will fall on taxpayers in Washington or when its internal investigation will be complete. But Mayor Scott Putnam says residents won't be left in the dark. Are you planning on releasing publicly the findings of that investigation?
I'm sure we'll have to do something publicly, but we want to make sure that all the systems are in place. We're back to a safe environment.
And at this point, the city of Washington isn't releasing any more information in terms of when that will be revealed. We'll, of course, continue asking those questions, and when we get that answer, we'll bring it to you. Reporting tonight, Aaron Martin, Channel 11 News.
Your severe weather Team 11 forecast.
Well, it's Friday and hope you're having a great one. I wanted to share a couple of pictures with you. This one I snapped right outside the Channel 11 studio early this morning, right before the sun came up, and just a few clouds, clear sky, and a beautiful waning crescent moon yet again. It's been just the last couple of mornings have been fantastic. I don't know about you, I somewhat like the cooler feel to the air. We've put together, by the way, 4 mornings in the 50s, and I looked back, the last time that's even happened in a July was 2014. Check this out. This was this morning as well. One of our photographers was out on Mount Washington, and he captured this beautiful sunrise. You can just see how the sun is reflecting off the Allegheny River. I mean, it was just gorgeous. So if you missed it, you were sleeping. Hopefully you weren't. Hopefully you were watching. But if you did, there it was. Here's a look at our playground forecast for this afternoon. Our temperatures are definitely going to be going up. We're looking at some pretty warm weather here today. So if you're out and about with the kids, keep in mind that playground equipment, of course, can get really hot in the afternoon sun, and of course you're going to want to keep well hydrated. Grilling forecast for this evening, we've got you covered on all bases here. You're putting some hamburgers or hot dogs on the grill. Low 80s to upper 70s at 9 o'clock under a clear sky. I did mention the chance for a spotty shower or thunderstorm for some of you. I want to walk you back through Friday and then show you Saturday too. 5:30 this afternoon, you can see just a couple of green speckles showing up down to the south. Favorable areas are the ridges, far southern counties, and then south down into West Virginia and Maryland. Then once we lose the heating of the day, those storm chances will go away, and then we'll be mostly clear overnight tonight. Saturday, dry in the morning, sunny. But look at this. Our model data is now starting to show a couple of showers or isolated thunderstorms in the afternoon on Saturday with the peak heating of the day. Once again, you'll lose the heating and those storm chances will go away towards sunset tomorrow. Low temperatures tonight, low 60s. 63 in Pittsburgh, 60 Washington, 62 in Beaver. So while it will be about average, this is where temperatures should be at night or in the early morning hours, it's still not going to be too terribly warm outside, considering if you think about last week where we were hovering in the mid-70s and it was terribly humid. So tomorrow morning is going to be another comfortable start to the day. That humidity, though, will continue to rise throughout the afternoon Saturday. So if you are playing some soccer, we've got temperatures that are going to be going right back up into the mid-80s again with a mix of sun and clouds. All in all, just another fantastic day with that slight chance for a thunderstorm. So you want to keep an eye to the sky, but definitely want to keep well hydrated because, yes, the humidity builds into the weekend. We've been telling you that for a couple days now. Here's Sunday, 87. Could be an isolated shower or thunderstorm as we head into Sunday afternoon once again. Right now, it's models showing kind of closer to the I-80 corridor, but definitely check back with our meteorologists this weekend. They'll keep you updated. 88 on Monday with mostly sunny sky and then scattered showers and storms coming in along a cold front as we head into next Tuesday.
All right, we've had our share of bear sightings lately, and one of the big warnings from wildlife experts, don't leave food out.
Yeah, they say that all the time. Even that might not keep the bears away, though. The smart move this big bear made when he found a locked dumpster.
Seven-day forecast, now on your screen all the time on Channel 11 News.
Well, Pittsburgh's Picklesburg Festival just kicked off. It's happening on the Clemente Bridge, Fort Duquesne Boulevard, and the North Shore. The Everything Pickles event runs through Sunday night. Well, a bear caught on camera looking for dinner in Colorado.
And when he had trouble getting into the dumpster, he did the only thing he could. He took the whole dumpster. Surveillance video shows he tried to get inside it, but it was bear-proof and it did its job. So after a few tries, he gave up trying to get in the dumpster and decided to back the whole thing out. Parks and Wildlife say that the bear took the dumpster down the street before he finally left it behind.
Oh, at least he was ambitious, right? He said, I'm going to just take the whole thing.
Where there's a will, there's a way, right? That's all for Channel 11 News at noon. Our next newscast comes up tonight at 5.
And of course, you can get breaking news updates anytime right on our streaming apps. Just search WPXI on Apple TV, Roku, or Amazon Fire. Have a great Friday and weekend.
Yeah, enjoy it.
Watch Channel 11 News at 6.
Followed by NBC Nightly News at 6:30.
This is Take 5, highlighting Western Pennsylvania's most innovative and successful businesses.
Hello and welcome to Take 5. I'm Heather Habira.